The brutal caste killing of a 27-year-old techie, Kavin Selvaganesh, in Tirunelveli has left many of us shocked and shaken. While the civil society is outraged and are demanding a special law to prevent caste honor killings, questions are now being raised about the silence of mainstream political parties like the DMK and the AIADMK on the question of caste killings and caste atrocities. In this week's In Public Interest, I spoke to Professor Lakshmanan, convener of Dalit Intellectual Collective, about the lack of political will to address the issue of caste. Before I go any further, here is a quick reminder. In Public Interest is a new show on the News Minute where I, along with my colleagues from across South India, bring you stories that matter. Stories that are often underreported or ignored by the mainstream media. Remember, this show is truly in your interest, and if you want a particular story or an issue to be discussed, write to us. And if you want to support us, scan this QR code or click the link in the description to support independent journalism or to contribute to our reporting fund. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us. In Tamil Nadu, we keep witnessing caste killings, dishonor killings time and again. When something like this happens, there is a lot of outrage on social media. People don't even know, they emotionally, they outrage about it. And after that, there is also a counter propaganda, a counter narrative that is set on social media. And after that, we forget about these things and we move on. Why are these kind of incidents taking place in Tamil Nadu? What exactly is happening? Because the government had promised that they will ensure that such incidents do not occur. When they come to power, because when DMK was in opposition, they were talking about it. But now even in their government, caste killings are happening.
Yeah, this is because the Tamil Nadu politics is being constructed in and around or mostly on the caste line. And in the name of social justice, they reduce the social justice into mere reservation in public employment and public education. Apart from that, there is hardly any concrete propaganda or concrete program initiated on annihilation of caste, and also to unearth the caste multifaceted, the cruelty of caste. And one thing, because of this, the politics completely encircled or embodied with the caste, and state apparatus, not only political parties, state apparatus also completely casteized, to say, criminalized, and also similarly casteized, and caste of mind was everywhere. And in order to remove this caste from the people's everyday thinking and everyday life, and hardly any program from any quarter.
Even any quarter, you mean political parties have not come up with...
yes. Last year I had one day consultancy in same atrocities in Dalit, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, and interrogating social justice, and where strongly people felt it is not law and order problem. The atrocities are normalized, routinized, violence being normalized and routinized, and which is the state become a mere spectator, or the response of the state and political parties are lukewarm. And because they feel, every time they feel like a puli varudhu, they see the tire is coming. Like every politics now is pinned around anti-BJP, anti-RSS. And as if Tamil Nadu is a completely holy cow, and DMK and AIADMK and the Dravidian parties are holy cow in any sense of the term. Because here they are not understanding the politics which is volatile around the caste unless until political party have to initiate. Because I am planning to hold a all-party meeting under the banner of Dalit Intellectual Collective, which I proposed last year itself, and due to some constraint I am not doing it. Because what I am saying, this is not a law and order problem. State should not consider a law and order, and it should, the political party should consider this as a politics.
Political problem.
This is a political problem and the politics of caste. The politics of caste, unless until is addressed squarely within the political party, because the political party has to sensitize the cadre and get out of this caste mind and realize, ask them to realize and respect the fellow human being as it is, and respect the rule of law, the constitution. And now that is not happening.
No, here in Tamil Nadu, we speak about social justice politics. And when we talk about social justice politics, are we excluding the welfare of Dalits?
No, social justice is not merely a reservation or a welfare program. Social justice is a fundamental of social, recognizes the human, the fellow human being. Baba Sahib Ambedkar said democracy is associated life, because where is associated life? Where is a democracy? And vote politics, because as the political parties, at the background of the political party, money power and muscle power are from this caste group. Because today politics cannot be run, the electoral party cannot be run without money and muscle. And who are the supplier of this money and muscle? And this same old caste group. That is why the police, political party, bureaucracy, they all completely meet spectator. This Kavin Selvaganesh murder, there are rowdies, the caste rowdies and police and the family members are completely planned, meticulously planned, and killed this boy in a day, broad light, that too in a very poor area of CTK. I visited the spot, and the area was completely all very well built bungalows, and in that street around 2:30 3 o'clock this murder has happened. And because the girl is brought, because this girl also complicit, because without her knowledge this may not be happen. She might be may not be aware this much of cruelty, but she is a complicit of the murder. But what is the response of the police? Even today the mother is not arrested, and the father, I think he is in the jail or is in the hospital. Because I was, when I 31st I visited the Armugamangalam and the boys' house, when Mr. Tirunelveli also was there, and I could not meet the parent, but I able to talk to the village community people, and they are saying that the village was very self-sufficient, very nice village, very peaceful village, and despite all, because now the social justice is reduced to merely a reservation question. This is a major problem. Social justice is larger.
It's bigger than reservations.
Alone.
It's bigger than giving perks for Dalits and minorities.
Yeah.
So it's inclusive politics. And
social justice is a recognizing self, recognizing other, associated life, and even violence, non-violent method of even dispute and conflict emerge. It should have been a constitutional method of negotiation. Even if the boy, the family, the girl's family doesn't like inter-caste marriage, they could have easily convinced, and they should have convinced the both, and they left. But instead of doing that, killing like barbarians, it's completely 21st century. And that too, the boy was gold medalist, and person from this erstwhile untouchable community, and emerging a gold medalist and signing in IT, one of the best company, and climbing in the life. It's a very, very this thing, because I was moved learning this news. That is why I went alone. I went alone to see and this thing. The reason, again, the continuation of this, both the civil society and political parties and the state apparatus made it killing of Dalits or killing of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is a routine and normalized.
So they have normalized the violence.
Exactly.
And the approach of the state government or the police machinery towards this issue is they see this as a law and order problem.
Serious law and order problem, and also some personal every day.
So there'll be a personal motive, personal enmity is
Between two
groups.
And
caste groups.
two family, and it is not a larger political problem, larger political issue. But this is a political issue. This is a caste politics. So this is until political party and civil society, particularly the public intellectual. I have seen hardly any public intellectuals are issuing any strong condemnation, including the MP Kanimoli. The statement, not even single word of condemnation. Who cares for our sympathy and apathy of this? Exactly, the power should be condemned. The power should be immediately arrested, the entire family and the group. Instead of going and giving all trolldom and your sympathy, we don't. Dalit and scheduled caste don't want to sympathy and apathy. Change your mind. Change yourself and also change others. Political party has a larger responsibility to play, not merely running a government, maintaining law and order. This is also law and order. Mere law and order is not, and also mere providing a toll room. This is a complete, because almost every other day in day, particularly this DMK government, after 4 years, the atrocities against Dalit has become a everyday routine and normal, and the Chief Minister did not care. Almost a week to respond for this, the barbarity.
No, but the Chief Minister went to Thoothukudi. He spoke to the family members of
when?
Kavin Selvaganesh.
When? No.
On Monday?
Monday, after all everything over. The police, the collector should have visited the house, and minister, 1 or 2 ministers visited, and they expressed their sympathy and condolence. Fine, but that is not enough, because the Kanimoli statement you might have read.
Okay, so the leaders visited because there was some sort of a public outrage. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened.
Some sort of public outrage, and also election is near. 2026 election, assembly election is near. That is why the political party all are went and around, and some political.
Now you rightly asked, why are political parties not condemning it? Like, we did not see any strong condemnation coming from the DMK, from the ADMK, from TVK. These are all considered as big parties or mainstream political parties. VCK, CPM and other parties are reacting to it. And they are condemning the police, they are condemning the law and order, they are questioning the authorities. But why are these bigger parties silent? Why are they not talking?
Because as I said, because these parties are required, in order to win the election or in order to run their political business, they need a money and muscle. And these groups, these caste groups, OBC, intermediate caste groups are in money and muscle, and a regular supplier of this both. To all
so they decide the everyday life of people in their respective villages, or they are so influential that political parties cannot take them on, or a government machinery cannot take them on.
No, I said require a political will, because because people are talking about a new laws and to stop this and caste arrogant killings, and they are demanding for a new laws. Both VCK and left parties all are fine. But what about existing rules and regulation? What about the existing act? Are we regularly conducting the vigilance committee meeting in the district level and the state level? I think only one meeting in the last 4 years, and Chief Minister is ceremonial he inaugurated. After that, nothing
No,
happened.
he is the monitoring authority, right?
He is every year, in a year, 2 meeting compulsory, mandatory, and district level vigilance committee should be conducted and also report to be submitted. These are already existing rules and regulation, and these rules and regulation not adhered to. Here constitution is treated, is not BJP was anti-constitution. DMK is anti-constitution, Dravidian parties are anti-constitution.
Now, why do you say that? Why do you say
Because they are not implementing the PO Act, Atrocity Prevention of Atrocity Act. After 2018, Supreme Court given clear-cut guidelines. Where is a special court? Where is a regular conduct of a vigilance meeting? What is the state? This even the commission, the committee says the state level committee. It went 3 days after that. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days after it visited, and what they are saying. What is the committee's role? State level SCST committee. What is the role?
No, there are a lot of questions about the manner in which the commission is functioning. So yes, we have to agree on that. But you said a special law is something that everyone is now demanding. The chorus for a special law to penalize honor killings, dishonor killings is something which is the need of the hour.
It might be, because I am personal opinion that whatever law one is brought about, unless until the enforcing agency of law enforcement agency like police, district administration, state level, ministers, and those fellows, those agencies should have been committed and taken a concrete decision, not in favor or against. They should strictly adhere to the rule of law. That's
so even after 35 years of passing the Prevention of Atrocities Act, the rate of conviction is very low. The manner in which cases are investigated are like, questionable.
Even this particular case, Surjith was not filed under the
SCST Act.
It is a Gundas Act. So within a year or after some time he will out. Police knows how to escape the criminals. The
and
state
this person is from a police family.
Police family, and they are all in hand in glue. And also state knows why the police minister did not know or does not know about Gundas Act cannot be stand. And what about his personal secretaries? They don't know. They are not in. They are all IAS and IPS. The IG knows it. ADGP knows it. And the legal the state attorney, they have all, because if the state, the government and the political party have a will to stop, it can be stopped. Not merely bringing law can reduce or eliminate the atrocities and caste arrogant killing.
Now the question here is also whether the state government has the will to legislate, to bring about a law.
Fine.
That is the question.
No, they saying, because the DMK party in one of the early manifesto, I think, he said that they will, if they came to power, they will initiate the dishonor killing special law enact. But it is 4 years over. They are not even any iota of sign of their any the bill in the table. Even draft is not ready.
What I want to know is why are they hesitating?
Because the hesitation means, as I said, repeatedly said, the money and muscle require
or fear of losing votes.
Not merely vote. It's more fear of losing muscle and money, and that too illegal or unethical money.
So it all comes from these caste groups.
all this comes from this group. Because now the election, each assembly election, one require almost 5 crore to 10 crore minimum.
More than that, sir. I think.
I'm underestimating. I'm underestimating.
So you are underestimating elections. It's more than that.
More than that. So where the money comes? How they got? So it's all the real estate, illegal, all this, because that is why the flowing of drugs in Tamil Nadu today is rampant.
So one thing that you talked about is that Tamil Nadu does not have an anti-caste movement.
Yeah.
Why is that so? When we speak about social justice, when we speak about questioning the caste hierarchy, ideally there should be a strong anti-caste movement. Why is there an absence of anti-caste movement?
See what happened, Tamil Nadu, inside and outside, they romanticized the anti-Brahmin politics or anti-Brahminism, not anti-casteism. Okay. And as I said, this is not, Tamil Nadu had initially, maybe Ayodhya and other initial period of movement, anti-caste movement, and the transition after 1925 onwards, this focus is on the Brahmin bashing and the Brahminism. And there is no concrete program of anti-caste politics or a program. Despite intercaste marriage, how many intercaste marriages in the last 70 years or 100 years? People will say
even today it's very difficult. Even if you go to a registrar office, there are multiple questions that are asked. People are finding it extremely difficult.
Yeah. So that is why this is a anti-caste politics is not in Tamil Nadu, or the Dravidian parties are not anti-caste politics. They are entirely the Dravidian politics completely structured and embodied itself from the caste.
To protect.
In order to protect and in order to celebrate. And by which anti-Brahmin is their token, is a rhetoric. So anti-caste politics, there should be concrete program. What is the DMK's anti-caste politics program?
How many meetings they have had to sensitize people about caste? Or its own cadres?
Own cadre, own leaders, own district secretary. Unless until these fellows are sensitized, because that is why I think IAS Dr. Sivagami, when she was a secretary to welfare, she had a novel idea, sensitizing bureaucracy. In a way, what is caste, how society functions, and what are the constitutional law for safeguarding and promoting harmony, promoting the democratic rights, people's democratic right. But it was abruptly stopped. So I suggest political parties would have a sensitization program to the cadre and the leader and the state level office bearers. All layers of the party should have a sensitization of caste and its implications and violence, how violent and brutal and barbaric. So unless until you sensitize, any amount of law and rules and regulation bring, the enforcing agency should be sensitized, should be committed to the rule of law, committed to democratic.
But do you think that this is possible? Like, see, when political parties are there in the game of getting votes, seeking votes, they will not risk trying to antagonize one caste or other. All they want to do is bring everyone together and get maximum votes. If that is their ideal destination, then
common people are, because it's not every society has a bad element and good. So we have encouraging bad elements and focusing on, but there are a lot of complementary complementarity within the society. and that has to be promoted. And people, if any political or all the one political party initiated something anti-caste program, fine, because they might lose vote. If every political party committed to an anti-caste program, annihilation of caste.
So like, how do we put pressure on political parties to come up with these programs? So, what are the groups, civil society groups or rights groups doing it? Like, is there enough advocacy that is happening?
That is what is
or
public
like parties
intellectual.
like VCK or any other political parties, are they coming up with such programs, such proposals?
VCK compromised behind this limit, because it started with a lot of hope, but today it is compromised behind hope, and now they also is completely carrying all the burden of DMK, and in the name of Sanatanam, anti-Sanatanam, and rest of the things is gone. So the civil society, I said civil society, public intellectuals, and particularly college, university teachers, college, and they should have a sensitization program inside the college or inside educational institution or outside, but it should be encouraged. Public platforms should be regularly spoke about concrete anti-caste politics and how caste is a barbaric. Because we are not, because till we are celebrating individual caste pride. Because I don't know how many, I think you might have read Manoj Nima's The Caste Pride. And where he said Tamil Nadu is a state which gave a blueprint for mass violence against the scheduled caste. And he was meticulously analyzing how police, court, and political party are in gloss over the fact to safeguard the criminals, to safeguard the culprit and perpetrator. So that is why the state and the political, because state was abstract, the concrete is a political party and the leader who was governing. So they have to be sensitized and they should committed, they should have a political will.
Okay, so now the state government has taken certain efforts like changing the names of hostels to social justice hostels, removing the caste names from the street markers and all these. These are all things that will not help.
No, these all eyewash or window window screen or it's all tokenism. Is completely distracting from the reality. And changing a name and changing the welfare hostel or social justice hostel doesn't make any sense unless until you have a complete sensitizing the university and colleges on the caste and the atrocities, and both
the government as well as political party as well as bureaucracy.
Political parties should distance themselves from this kind of crime, and political parties should not any relation or distance themselves from the criminals or caste criminals. But political parties are in association, close association with the caste criminals. The silence is and the political party silence. It is giving is acceptance or granting this thing. Political leaders should not silent and public intellectuals should not silent such a barbarity takes place. So in a way our silence, because that is why what our Professor Mehta some time back break the silence.
Sir, my question here is, do you think that political parties not reacting to these incidents in a strong manner is because of fear of losing votes? So, do you think that a community will judge a political party or vote for a political party based on whether they have condemned this incident or remain silent? Or what is your take on that?
No, I don't think their fear of losing vote. but their fear of losing muscle power and money power from the group. Because they are the common people, or they vote for either a leader, because Tamil Nadu being a hero or personality cult, they vote for some personality or somebody, or even vote for what is called a freebie or a welfare scheme. But that is the party which is silence on this thing is because they are the supplier of muscle and money.
So this silence is emboldening the caste groups to commit these crimes.
Exactly, because they are in close in
Association.
close association with the caste criminals. All Q. And that is money which are, because unethical money and the unethical way of handling the issues of public nature is being done by this group, and for which the machinery also in collaboration, because political parties are the ruler and they have to control the bureaucracy, the state apparatus. So now political party itself is a caste dominated. So how many resolution that DMK or AIADMK or a Congress party or a Communist party passed in their annual conference, party conclave on these issues? Maybe Communist party might have done a resolution, or VCK might have done, but others, for them it is not issue. Why? Because the people in the chair in the political party, governing council or executive council of DMK or AIADMK, most of them are dominant or they are coming from the same background.
Dominant caste.
Not only dominant caste, even because of the criminal backgrounds. Because that is the database speaks each one what are the crime record on each one of us and each one of the ministers, MLAs and MPs. So this is what they are not opening. It's not the fear of losing vote. They are already in tandem, hand in glove with these criminals. And this criminal has to be, if at all the wish, unless until political will is necessary, and also such a in barbarity takes place, the ministers and the chief ministers should visit immediately and issue a public statement, and also give them immediately they should give them clear instruction to adhere to the rule of law. I am repeatedly saying that adhere to the rule of law, and manipulating rule of law is because what is happening here mostly. Even Nanganeri, what happened? Nanganeri, what happened? And within a week or 10 days, all the criminals have been out. And the police have given permission to conduct a meeting of the caste group. And I think in 3 hearings of the case for bail, 2 hearings or 3, none of the official public prosecutor did not appear, or even if he appeared, he did not strongly resist the giving a bail. Because if those things are, because it is within the state, given a bail within 10 days, how you can control the how people who are engaged in such a criminal barbarity will feel fear.
Right, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for talking to us and sharing your views on this tragic incident, and the manner in which the government is handling this issue and what needs to be done, sir.
Thank you.